Hi everyone, in this video I'll provide an update on the Michelin Pilot Sport All Season 4 tires that I put on my Tesla Model S Plaid about a year ago. You're probably aware that the Model S Plaid goes through tires quickly. My original set failed at 18,000 miles, which is probably longer than most people have experienced. With the passenger side rear tire wearing through the cords and the driver's side rear was not far behind. Also, both front tires had significant wear on the inside edge compared to the outside edge. So what made me nervous, I changed all 4 tires at that time. These wheels and tires currently have 20,000 miles on them. This is a square setup. It's a 20 by 10 inch wide wheel with a 285/35/20 tire. I'll provide a link to the original video on these wheels and tires where you can learn more about the specs. So though they can be rotated, I have not rotated them. I wanted to see how these would wear. However, when I mount these back on for the winter, I actually just took them off today for the sake of this video, but when I mount them back on, I will be rotating them in the next pattern because they can be. They're asymmetric tire. You just got to keep the outside on the outside, and these wheels are non-directional. So I'll be rotating them to see how long they can last. I drive my car in low mode. I was told by the Tesla Service Center that that was the cause of my premature tire failure because of the negative camber with the car in low mode. What I had them do was to align the wheels and tires after I had the tires replaced. With the car in low mode, the rear camber can't be set, the front can be, but more importantly, I wanted the toe to be set to factory spec in low mode, just hoping that would help with the tire wear. So with 20,000 miles, I'm going to show you what the tread wear is like, and you can see for yourself how these have worn. I have these tires arranged in the way that they would be mounted on the car. This is the passenger side, this is the driver's side, rear, front. So this is the most important tire for this video. This is the passenger side rear, which is the one that had failed on my original set of tires. So this is the inside edge, this is the outside edge. The inside shows a little bit more wear, but actually I would say it's not a substantial amount more than the outside. And let's measure the tread depth. So on the outside, we're looking at about 6.5. Hopefully that's coming through the camera. And on the inside edge, it's around 6, so slightly less. Note that these tires are at 10/32 from the factory when new, and looking at 4/32 as being the lowest you should get for being safe in the range. Let's look at the driver's side. We're at around 6 on the inside and around the same on the outside, maybe a little bit around 6.5. So it is worn a little bit more on the inside edge, but at 20,000 miles, I mean, it looks pretty good considering that the original set had failed at 18,000 miles. So I'm looking at roughly 50% tread wear at this point. Let's look at the front. So the front, we're looking at around 6.5 as well on the outside. On the inside, it's actually, say, closer to 7. And on the driver's side, we're looking at around 7 on the inside and 7 on the outside. So the fronts have worn a little bit more evenly than the rears. But overall, I'm impressed. I think these tires look good. I probably should get close to 40,000 miles on this set. As I mentioned earlier, I will be rotating them in the next pattern when I put them back on the car. The T-Sportline wheels have held up really well. I'm really happy with the finish. It's been very durable. Haven't noticed any significant chips. Really, I think I've only noticed one so far. And they really don't scratch from regular washing, which is great because I wash my car a lot. I avoid potholes as much as I can, but I have hit a few potholes in the dark. But I've inspected these wheels closely before making this video and did not have any bends. Not that I've had any symptoms of any bends. So that's been good. My original video, I had mentioned how the range was worse than the factory tires. I think that was a combination of the tires breaking in, the tall tread, and the fact that it was going into winter. The last couple of months, my watt hours per mile for my mostly highway driving was in the 320 to 330 range. For local driving, I'm in the 290 watt hour per mile range, which is essentially the rated range for this car. So I'm happy with the range at this point. Tire noise is more apparent than the factory tires. I still notice it, but it isn't bad considering the performance levels of these tires given their all-season capability. I still love the look of these wheels. I did not care to put the Tempest wheels back on this summer. I really like the way that these wheels sit relative to the fenders. They're a little bit more offset than the factory wheels. I'd love to hear your questions and comments. Please leave them in the comments section. Really appreciate it if you would like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.